Hey everybody, I'm Alabama Boss, and this is Uncurrent Events. Okay, this story right here is about a living dead man. So 20 years ago, this guy leaves Romania and goes to Turkey. And he ends up being a Turkey for 20 years. So his papers run out in Turkey. He goes back to Romania, and at the airport, they get his passport, and they inform him that he is dead. His wife, after X amount of years, she reported him as being dead. The wife got him good. She got him killed, like on paper. So this guy now is having a lot of problems. He is legally dead. He spends about 6 hours at the airport in Romania trying to convince people that he is, in fact, alive. So he's fighting a legal nightmare. The court system told him that they would not overturn his death certificate because he's too late. Sorry, you've been dead 20 years. Should have got with us back 15 years ago. And Romania is saying, hey, this court decision is final. They done an interview with him where they said he got extremely emotional. He even started to cry a little bit. I mean, I don't think this guy's seeing the plus side. He can do whatever he wants. That's the way I see it. How are you going to arrest a dead man? I would do so much bad, not really bad, fun stuff. I have a lot of mixed emotions about it. It would be cool to not be on paper. I'm not in the system anymore. You're not getting any taxes from me, but dead men don't get paychecks. They're really asking for it. This man's going to do some bad shit. This one right here takes us to the great state of Florida. Florida, you are the gift that keeps on giving. So we have a couple of guys that have been dating this other guy. And they decide that they're going to go and rob him. So they go in his house and they take several things. One of them was dressed as a bull while doing it. I don't really understand that part. They decide they want to burn the place to the ground. There's so many ways to burn a house to the ground. They get smart. They decide to get a pot, put a bunch of spaghetti sauce in it. They lay the rag near the burner and let the spaghetti sauce go. So, it's going to be ingenious. So being the Home Alone thieves that they are, they threw a towel over a security camera and it triggered the victim to call 911. They get in the car and they go to leave, but when they do, the cops are already there. I mean, I can just see these two guys sitting around bitching about how they both dated the same dude. How can we get back at him? They're smoking a little bit and they're talking it over. I'll tell you what we need to do. We need to burn his damn house down. Well, he's got surveillance cameras. You've got that bull suit. Wear the bull suit. Nobody will know. How we gonna start the fire? He likes spaghetti, don't he? Yeah, he likes spaghetti. We'll make it look like an accident. We'll cover the security cameras with towels. It's genius. All right, this story takes us down under, where a grieving family has just found out what actually happened to their daughter. So, back in 2010, this man and woman got into an argument. Her body disappeared. He was arrested and charged with murder. This man has now told everyone what actually happened, but it was not pretty. What actually happened was when this lady came home that day in 2010, she found an empty bacon packet and a knife laying in the sink. That's bad. It's not because she wanted the bacon, it's because I know women. She wanted that shit cleaned up. So they both get into an argument over the bacon packet and the dirty knife, and she knocks a beer out of his hand. That's when she crossed the line for this old boy. He proceeded to pound her skull in. He killed her. He dumped her body. He threw her out in the bush. It's a violent crime. It's bad. It's a very bad story, but he didn't tell this story for 8 years because Australia's created this new law called no body, no parole, and he thought, oh hell, I better tell somebody. This is where I don't agree with the whole justice system. This guy now is cooperating with police, and he's going to get out early. He's got like 4 more years, and he's going to be out of jail. And he beat a woman to death over a damn bacon packet and a spilled beer. Look, I know a spilled beer is a big deal, but it's not this big a deal. This guy had issues. Don't be a damn Australian redneck. This is what's amazing about uncurrent events. I read a headline that says, argument over bacon, and I go deep into it and I find out that an argument over bacon that has turned into a 10-year hiatus where a woman was brutally murdered and dumped into the bush. Funny headline, dark story. Okay, this one takes us to Paris, where they've opened up a game center. That's what they're calling it. What it actually is a brothel. But it's not actually a brothel because there's no live women in the brothel. What we have is a lot of sex dolls. So there's a lot of people that want to have this shop shut down and a ban on these X dolls. That's what they're called. A lot of women rights activists are saying, hey, this is degrading women. But that's not really why I care about this story. The problem I see with it is hygiene. Do you want to go in there behind how many people and nail this plastic doll? You don't know where they put their thing. It may have been in the ear. Who knows? It's a doll. I hope the cleaning crew is hanging these outside with pressure washers every evening. Got some simple green, rubbing that thing down, whatever they got to do. It's not a brothel. It's a bunch of weirdos that like to go hammer some old dolls. Let them do it. The only person hurt is the janitor. You know he's come in there after a few people. He's like, ah, damn it. Okay, this one takes us to Massachusetts, where a Burger King has a problem. Just like the entire country, there's an opioid crisis, but this Burger King is getting hit especially hard in their restrooms. They've had 9 overdoses in 1 year. So management decided, hey, we've got to stop people from overdosing in our bathrooms. This is getting out of hand. So what do? They brainstorm. They come up with this great idea to make a sign. And the sign reads, you are only allowed 1 overdose, then you are banned from this establishment. It's not funny, but it's funny. I mean, that's how bad the opioid crisis is. After you overdose one time, you're not getting no more Whoppers. I can see it now. The guy's gonna come walking in, hat pulled down real low, like, I need to get 2 Whoppers. The manager's gonna spot, oh, hell no, I seen you getting drug out here last week. You done had your 1 overdose, get the hell out. Well, Burger King has since removed the sign, and police confirmed that they did remove the sign from the establishment. They also talked with management about how they could possibly help alleviate the problem of multiple overdoses in their bathrooms. They didn't tell us how they're going to fix that because nobody fucking knows how they're going to do it. That's why it's an epidemic. Well, that's all I got this week. If we've learned anything, you're not going to go burning down houses with some spaghetti sauce. And if sex dolls are your thing, head on to Paris. Also, what would you do if you found out you were legally dead on paper? I'm Alabama Boss with Rated Red. Y'all have a good one.